So hello everyone, I'm going to be talking about some few things about myself by answering some of the questions provided here, and I'm going to be adding some facts about myself later on after the questions. So let's get started. The first question is going to be, what is your name? Well, my name is Bernard N. Villanueva and I am currently 18 years old. I'm from Irenville. It's in Parañaque City. My previous school was in the Masters Academy, which is nearby our place. So it's just a walking distance. Whenever I'm late, I could just run there. I don't know. The strand that I'm taking right now is STEM. It's also known as Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. So the reason why I chose that is it's because I am fond of math and I am more inclined to science than any other subjects. So I'm going to be starting off with my dad. My dad is an authoritarian, I believe. It's because my dad really values discipline a lot and he has been strict ever since we were kids. Next up is my mom. I think my mom is both permissive and authoritative. Permissive because she gives me freedom and lets me decide on my own, and authoritative because she sets limits to the decisions I make and gives me guidance whenever I'm lost. And how has it affected me today? For my dad, I think the discipline part and well, I guess my dad didn't really show that much emotion from before. So I think in my early stages in life, I was really anxious about many things. And up to now, I'm still kind of anxious about some things. And I think that's how it affected me. My mom's part, she did give me freedom, but then not too much. So I'm not that abusive type. I appreciate what I get and I really value whatever life's giving me. So my mom's just really this positive and I think it affected me somehow. And yeah. Well, I don't really think that I'm a leader. I am more of a follower of those people in backline. But then if I'm gonna be the leader, I think I'm gonna be the democratic type in the behavioral theory. Why? It's because every time I try to lead, I try not to be strict, and I want everyone to just open up. I want them to open up. It's because I want to have their ideas, and maybe we could compile all of the ideas that they've given me, and maybe we could make it into something good. So yeah, that's how I really handle things when I lead. And what I could notice sometimes is it's not really that effective when I lead. Sometimes I get good ideas, but sometimes I don't receive any ideas from other members. It's just really stressful when that happens because I have to rely on my own idea and I'm not really that confident with my own ideas. And it just slows things down more. And that's why I never really been fond of leading. When it comes to dealing with stress, I'm not really the best person out there. It's mainly because if something stresses me out, it really messes up my mind. I panic a lot, and when I panic, my thoughts are just here, there, they're everywhere. It's really hard to come up with an idea when I'm under pressure, and it's really messy when I get stressed. But it depends. If I like the thing that I am doing, then it's not gonna stress me out because I find it fun and I could really spend my time uh, trying to be creative and just finding ways on how to make it easier for me. So how do you handle conflicts? Well, knowing me, I would try my best to avoid any conflicts as much as possible. It's because um, I don't really like conflicts. It gives me stress, and as I said before, when I get stressed, it's really messy. Really messy. It's because I tend to overthink about the problem. And it's not really fixing it by doing that. It's just making it worse. If I'm gonna base it on the result that I got from the previous activity we had in Perdev, I would be the accommodating type. Um, and I could see that it really fits me well. It's because whenever I get into a conflict, I would try my best to fix it, even if it's really giving me a hard time. I do it at my own expense. I go an extra mile just to fix it. Uh, it's because I really would like to maintain that good relationship that I have with a person. And I tend to put relationships over my pride. It's because I could see pride destroying lots of relationships. So I'm not really into that. And whenever I do get mad, it won't really last long. It's because, I mean, what's the point of getting mad over something for more than a day or so? The best way you could do is, just fix it, confront it with the people, and it's better than avoiding them. And avoiding the problem ain't gonna really solve it. You're just leaving it there. So for me, it's better to fix it right away. Or maybe if you need time, then go. But don't forget to fix the problem. That's it. I would have to say that I have no specific stage yet. I go from here to here. So I think I'm in between conventional and post conventional. Mostly because sometimes I just want to fit in. So that's stage 3. Sometimes I follow the law too much. Sometimes I can go beyond the law if there's something wrong, really. It depends really on the case. And yeah, I have no definite stage yet. It's just I go from here to here uh, at times. So yeah, that's it. Well, to tell you first, I really have a bad memory, so I can't really remember all the things way back September. Uh, Also, I'm not really the type who pays attention to myself, I guess, and that's why it's gonna be hard for me to remember or to see the changes that happened ever since that month. But I do see that people are telling me na I've been open to my feelings, unlike before. Before I would just keep uh, whatever I'm thinking to myself. But now I am slowly getting there. I'm trying my best to be open to others so that no one would misunderstand. Because sometimes when I try to have an alone time, people might think that I may be mad or something. So I'm just opening up to them so that there will be no misunderstanding. Um, Also, I've been engaging myself into. Uh, I've been trying to. If there's a problem, I would try my best to fix it. Unlike before, I would just help help. I would just help the people, or I would just try to fix my problem halfway. But now I'm trying my best to fix it if there's any problem. So that's all the changes that I have noticed just for now. Maybe there's still some more, but for now that's all. hmm. Actually, I don't have any plans for the future still. And up to now, I'm still confused on what to choose and what course to choose. It's just for this past years, I've just been listening to the opinions of my parents, and I guess I wasn't really picking any, or I wasn't making any decisions at all. So I was just depending on them. But now I've realized that I really need one. So I have no goals in life yet, but one thing I want to have in the future is to have a good family, and also I want to maybe explore the world. Mm, something like that. I'm not really that ambitious. I don't really dream big. Whatever, just uh, whatever comes up, I'll just deal with it, I guess. So maybe in the future I will have a goal, but right now I still don't have. So yeah, that's it. This is actually the third question, but I have made a decision to make it the last one because I think if I scan through the MBTI, I could explain myself more and I could justify what I've said earlier in the video. So yeah. So what is your personality type according to the MBTI, and what are your strengths and weaknesses given your personality type? So I've actually got two results and it varies from time to time. I tried and sometimes I get this and sometimes I get this. So the two results I got was INFPT, which is mediator, and the other one is ISFPT, which is the adventurer. Now for the strengths and weaknesses, I'm gonna be talking about the adventurer only. I could do the mediator, but I think it's gonna take too much time now. So I'm just gonna put out a list here about the strengths first. So the first one is charming, second one is sensitive to others, third imaginative, passionate, curious, and artistic. So first off, charming. I don't really consider myself as a charming person, but other people keeps on saying that I am a charming person. I am a very likable person, and I'm really approachable, according to them. Sensitive to others. This one, it's really me. It's because I overthink about what other people think of me, and I would I also have the tendency to relate to what other people feels, and I would sometimes give them emotional support if they needed one. Imaginative, only at some cases, not all the time. Sometimes I have this boring mind, not really that imaginative. Passionate, at some point, uh, if I really like the subject, then I would really be passionate about it. I would spend my time just to know this topic, to understand this topic, whatever it is. Curious, I can relate it to the passionate, to the previous one. It's because whenever I'm passionate, I'm really curious and I would want to know. Example, this is the topic and there's branching outs of other topic. I'm gonna try my best to search all of those. Artistic. I'm not really that good, but I'm not that bad also. So I guess I'm in the middle part of being artistic. Yeah. In weaknesses, first one is fiercely independent, unpredictable, easily stressed, overly competitive, fluctuating self-esteem. So the first one is fiercely independent. I'm not really that type. It's because I tend to depend on other people, on their opinions and their advices and such. Uh, yeah, so I tend to depend on the other person before I do anything. So I'm not really that independent. Um, Next one is unpredictable. At sometimes I could be unpredictable, especially when it comes to my mood. I have this mood swing, and it's really hard to read. if I'm in good mood or bad mood. So I guess that's what makes me predictable at sometimes. Easily stressed, it depends again on the situation. If I really do like what I'm doing, then I'm not gonna be stressed. But if it's something that I don't like, then it's gonna give me a hard time and it's just gonna stress me out. Uh, Overly competitive. Well, when I was a kid, I was really competitive. I would really try my best to beat everyone in everything that I do. But now, I'm just this. I'm not really trying to compete with anyone. Um, but I can see myself as I can see myself competitive at sometimes, especially when I'm really passionate about the topic. But not to the point that I would offend or cause any trouble to the other person. And the last one is fluctuating self-esteem. Well, I do have a low self-esteem, so I'm not really that confident with my skills and my abilities. So that's the reason why I get opinions and I try to ask for advice for others before I do anything. It's just because I'm not really that confident with my ability now. And I think that's it. And that wraps it up. I hope that you've learned something about me, and I hope that I explained and justified my side. That's it. Thank you for watching.